Everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing my Sephora sale haul with you. Yes, everything that I got from the holiday savings event I will be sharing with you today. I am going to be trying this stuff out, but I'm going to do that in a separate video. I just love to watch a good haul. It's one of my favorite things. I watch them all the time, especially around the time of the Sephora haul. I just love to know what people buy from the sale, so I'm going to be sharing that with you today. If you are new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty and makeup content on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I hope you'll stick around and subscribe. And let's go ahead and get into the haul. So a few of these things I did end up getting when the friends and family sale was going on. I ended up getting a code for that on like the last day. So I figured I would just put everything together in one. The first thing, this was on my wish list and I did get it. And it's the Sephora Sparkly Clean set. So if you watched my wish list video, then you saw that I said I wanted this. And in here, so here is what it looks like. So you get an Ilia Balmy Gloss, the Say Mascara, Rose Ink Blush, a moisturizer from Biossance, serum from Caudalie, and the new Milk Primer. So the thing I was most interested in, or excited about, I guess, in this was the blush, of course, because I'm a blush person. I have never tried anything from Rose Ink, and this is the Lip and Cheek color in the shade Heliotrope, which I think was either their first shade or maybe it's just their most popular shade. Oh yeah, look at that, gorgeous pinky, kind of a pinky peach color. So pretty. This feels kind of like it feels powdery initially, but then when you warm it up it gets like creamier. I don't know, I'm excited to try this though. I've seen a lot of things about Rose Ink, so I'm very excited about that. I also got this in here, the Ilia Balmy Gloss Tinted Lip Oil in Only You. So I was really excited about this too because I've actually almost purchased this individually before, but then I didn't end up doing it. So there is Only You. It's really pretty. My favorite type of lip product is a glossy balm or a lipstick. I just love that kind of thing, so I'm excited about that. You also get this little Biossance, you get it out, Squalane Omega Repair Cream, a little mini. You get the Say mascara, which I've never tried, and the Caudalie, I think this is a pretty popular product from them, the Vino Perfect Complexion Serum. It's a cute little mini. And then the last thing is the Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer from Milk. This is, I'm pretty sure, their newest primer. I've never tried it, but I'm excited about that. And this kit was $42, and then I got 20% off of that. So I feel like that's a pretty good deal. Next is another item I told you I wanted to buy, the Dior Backstage eyeshadow palette in Khaki Neutrals. This one, when I saw the pictures of this on Instagram, I knew I had to have it because this is just everything I love. Look at these colors, you guys. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. If you like greens, I feel like it just doesn't get any better than this. But what's great about this, I feel like, is it's not overwhelmingly green. You get really 3 green shades, this one and these 2, and then the rest are pretty neutral. So you can still get an easy everyday neutral look with just a pop of green. I'll go ahead and insert swatches here for you so you can see the colors. So here are the swatches. So pretty. You do get a primer in this palette as well that I did not swatch. You get this one kind of white glitter topper, and then you get some mattes and more metallic-y shades in here. I have tried Dior palettes before. I have the warm neutrals and the cool neutrals, and I love the Dior formula. It's not a very intensely pigmented formula initially, but you can kind of build it up if you want more color. It's a very easy to apply, just very user-friendly eyeshadow formula. And it does come with a primer in here. The primer is pretty good. I wouldn't buy the palette just for the primer, but it's kind of nice that it comes in the palette. So you will be seeing this coming soon. This, every time I look at it, it just gets me excited. This is so pretty. Okay, moving on to some things from Haus Labs. So I mentioned in my wish list video, I was thinking about getting the Haus Labs foundation, and I did. I had to go to a few Sephoras to get the shade that I wanted. So I've been hearing everyone saying how the shades on this are very interesting, and they are for sure. The one that matches me the best from what I could tell is this one. This is 160 neutral. So I'm sure you've heard, but basically the undertones in Haus Labs are kind of like MAC undertones. So the cool shades are actually warm and the warm shades are actually cool. And the neutral shades, I don't even know that they're that neutral from the ones that I swatched, at least. I feel like they still lean pretty warm, but you have to let me know what you think. But this is the shade 160. And I was kind of torn between this one and 175. 175 was also a neutral, but it was just a bit deeper. I don't know, I felt like this one was going to be the best match, and looks like it is because it just blended away into my hand. So hopefully I picked a good shade. This bottle, this is so heavy. This may be the heaviest foundation bottle I've ever owned before. So I'm going to try it. I will try it in a video. Don't worry. I know several of you said you really wanted me to try this, so I'm very excited. I have a feeling the shades of this are going to probably sell out during the sale, because when I was in store, a lot of the shades were already gone. In fact, I had to get someone to get that one for me from the drawers underneath. FYI, if you want it, you should probably get it as soon as you can. The Haus Labs powder. So this I did not plan to buy, but I was looking at this section, the Haus Labs section, and I kind of go a lot off of how many things have sold of things when I buy them. And I do that with things other than makeup, like clothes, even food at the grocery store. I feel like when you notice that things are constantly out of stock, or you see people buying them a lot, I feel like that usually means they're good. So a lot of the Haus Labs powders were gone. So I'm very excited to try this. I got the translucent shade. I think there were 5 shades maybe, this one, and then 4 deeper shades. I don't know. I read the reviews. The reviews seem to be pretty good. I don't know. I'm just curious to see what all this hype is about with Haus Labs, because this is probably one of the most hyped foundations there's been in quite a while. So I did get the powder, and then the last thing from Haus Labs, I don't think I said I was going to get this either, but the lip oil in the shade Tint. I was in the store swatching. I was in there for a while actually, and I swatched this one. So this is what it looks like. I love lip oils personally. That's like, I feel like it's kind of like a gloss, but a little bit different. So this one is in the shade Tint, which is supposed to be a light pink. So that's it there. As you can see, a little bit of a pink tint, not a whole lot. But again, I've seen really great reviews on these, so I'm excited to try it. Okay, then I did get some things from Iconic London. I did end up getting the Underglow Blurring Primer. This was, again, one of the things I had on my wish list, and I watched a few reviews of this, and I don't know. Some of them were really great. Some of them were like so-so. I don't know why. I just really wanted to try this. I haven't tried very much from this brand at all, and I'm very excited to try this. I kind of mentioned I've been in a primer kind of mood lately. I did not end up getting the Cali Ray one, the Cali Ray primer that I mentioned in the wish list video. Still kind of curious about that one, but that is the primer. Swatched. Feels really good. Feels really smooth and silky. I'm excited to try that. And then I also got the new Iconic London Skin Tint. I knew this was out, but I didn't expect them to have it in the store, and they did. And when I was swatching this one just felt really, really nice. So it looks like this little squeezy tube, and I got the shade Light Neutral in this one. And I think these came out at the same time, I'm pretty sure. So I figured maybe they're meant to go with each other. So that is shade Light Neutral. Again, it just feels really good, really smooth, and I feel like this is a good color for me. So I got those two, and then I got one more thing from Iconic London, and this was not on my wish list. This was not on my radar at all until I saw Kelly Gooch talk about it, and it's the Silk Glow Duo. So I think this is new. I could be wrong. I think it's new though. This one is the shade Rose Glow. So here it is. You get that mirrored packaging, kind of like Patrick Ta packaging. And in here you get a blush and a highlight. And I saw Kelly Gooch talking about this and how she loved it. And this pink in here looks exactly like the kind of pink that I love. Little bit of a baby pink with a little bit of sheen to it, which I love. And then the highlight next to it is there. So it kind of looks like more of a subtle highlight. I don't know, when I saw this in store and I swatched it for myself, I was sold on it, and I figured we could try some things from Iconic London since I'm not super familiar with that brand. All right, I did end up getting the Milk Concealer. This is the Future Fluid Concealer. This was also on my wish list. I got the shade 7 Neutral Warm. I feel like when I was swatching these shades on these seem to be or run pretty light. Because the shades like 3 and 4, I was looking at those and those looked really, really light to me. So this is shade 7 Neutral to Warm, which looks like that. Typically, anytime I see neutral warm in anything, I feel like it's always a pretty good match for me. Like I can tell just by looking at this. I feel like I'm not usually all the way warm and I'm not all the way neutral. I feel like I'm definitely neutral to warm. So anytime I see that, I usually try to get that shade because I feel like that works for me. So I'm very excited about that. You'll know how I am about concealer. The next thing, okay, this was not on my radar at all, but I saw it in the certain Sephora I went, or one of the Sephoras I went to, they had these in store. These are not in every Sephora, but it's the Merit Bronze Balm. So this, I guess this has been out, I don't know, a few months. And this is advertised as the easiest cream bronzer of life. And I don't know, I haven't used it on my face, but when I was swatching it and blending it out on my finger in the store, or on my hand in the store, it felt like that. It felt like one of those things that would kind of be like the Makeup by Mario skin enhancer, but in a stick form. Like it would be kind of difficult to mess it up. So this is the shade Clay. I think this is the second to lightest shade, but see how easy that blends. Like I like barely touched my hand and it blended. So I'm very curious to try this. I've tried some things from Merit that they've sent me in the past, but I don't know. This one wasn't really on my radar, but it got me. It got me when I saw it in person. Okay, I did get the Milk setting spray that I said I wanted in my wish list video. This is also kind of getting hard to find for some reason. I think it's still out of stock online, but I did find it in a Sephora store. I have absolutely loved this setting spray. As you can see, almost totally gone. I don't know what's in here, but I swear every time I use this to prime or set my face or both, my makeup just looks really good all day long. It stays, it does not fade, and I don't know, but I love this stuff. Highly, highly recommend. Okay, now we have some lip products. I told you in my wish list video, there was one in particular that I knew I was gonna get in trouble with. I told you I could not get more than one of these Makeup by Mario lips. I am slightly addicted to these, I think. At this point, I have one in each purse. Sometimes I switch purses and I leave one in each, so I always have one. That's the kind of addiction we're talking about here. So I got Nude Glow, which is this one. So this is just a very, very, very light nude. Super, super light. It's almost kind of see-through. I pictured this with like a darker lip liner. I feel like that would be so pretty. So we have Nude Glow, then we have Rosewood Glow, which is the type of shade that I typically go for, the rosy nude colors. So that is a Rosewood Glow. So pretty. I feel like that one, I see that one with my Structure lip liner from McGrath. And then this one is Petal Glow, which looks like this. I am happy that they made the outside packaging match what's on the inside, so you kind of know what shade it is before you pick it up, or when you pick it up. So this one is more pink, not as rosy as Rosewood Glow. Those are the three shades that I got. I know, I told you I have a problem with these. I really do. I just love them. I feel like I'm constantly thinking, where is my Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow? Honestly, at this point, I'll probably end up with all the shades, to be honest. That's how much I love them. Then I did get the Makeup by Mario Lip Lift Kit. I think I had mentioned this in the wish list video too. These said online they were online only, but then I saw them in the store, so I don't know. I find that's true a lot of the times. A lot of times on the app, it'll say online only, but then you go in the store and they do have it in store. I think this one comes in 3 shades. This one is the Mauve Nude, and it comes, look how cute, little tiny lipstick and lip liner, which honestly doesn't bother me because let's be real, how often do you go through an entire lipstick or an entire lip liner? Not very often. And these I feel like would look or be really good to keep in your purse. So let me swatch. So the lipstick is in the shade Erin, and the lip liner is in the shade Smoky Pink. Super pretty, deeper color there, pink here. I feel like these two together are going to be really pretty. I do not have a Makeup by Mario lipstick. I do have several of his lip liners and I love them. I think they're great. So I'm very excited about this. I'll probably put these in my purse, to be honest. But how freaking cute is this for a Christmas gift or a stocking stuffer? So cute. And then, okay, I told you guys this one. This one has almost gotten me so many times in Sephora, I cannot tell you. I go over and swatch this lipstick in this particular color, and I was finally like, you know what, Blair? It's time, I think, to just go ahead and buy that lipstick. So it's the YSL, I don't have anything from YSL either, the Rouge Shine Ready to Care and Shine lip color in the shade 44. I mean, let's just take a minute for how pretty this is. I don't even want to swatch it because it's so pretty. It's also very heavy. It should be because these are not cheap. This is just my favorite kind of formula, as we've seen based on my other choices, but oh my gosh, it's pink, but I think they describe it as like a pinky brown. Feels fantastic just in the swatch. I feel like this is going to be one of those things that I finally bought, and I'm going to be happy that I did because I feel like I'm going to be reaching for this constantly. It's also so heavy. So I'm very happy to finally have that. I feel like that would probably be really pretty with that Makeup by Mario lip liner too, in smoky pink. Cannot wait to try it. A few more things. This was also on my wish list, one of the Kaja Beauty Bentos. I've seen these from people that I follow on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok, and I was in store. They only have a few of the shades in store. Online they have a bunch, but this one in particular, Chocolate Dahlia. Look how cute this is. How stinking cute is that? What does this say? As cute as it is good. Oh, that's what the little sticker says. So cute. Okay, but this particular shade just spoke to me. Let me see if I can get this cute little sticker off here. So here it is. How cute. Especially if you needed just something to throw on really quickly. I feel like you really can't go wrong with something this tiny. So the shade that really, really got me was this top shade. Looks like this. Really pretty topper type shade. So that is it there. That perfect wet looking eyeshadow. Then we have a really pretty, more neutral brown. Ooh, and also I did notice, like when I just swatched this, these matte shadows feel really, really good. Like very smooth, very buttery. I'm very excited to try this. And then the last shade is really pretty chocolatey brown. Yeah, I mean, the formula on these feel really, really good. Again, this is Chocolate Dahlia. A lot of you told me or Instagram messaged me or commented on my wish list video that you have these little Kaja stacks and you love them. There are a bunch of really, really pretty ones though. There are also some that are just matte shades with no shimmers if you're not into shimmers. That is so cute. And then it wouldn't be a Blair video without a Patrick Ta product. The problem is I'm running out of products from him that I have not tried. But this is something that I wanted for a while. I don't know why I've never actually bought this, but anyway, it's one of his lip glosses. So this is the Major Glow Lip Shine in the shade She's an Influencer. And I see him use this all the time in his Instagram tutorials, but it's just a really pretty sparkly pink lip gloss because I really needed another pink lip gloss, you know? It has like different color sparkles in it. You're probably not gonna be able to see it on camera, but really pretty. It just doesn't feel right to do a Sephora haul and not have a Patrick Ta product, because you know how I feel about him and the brand. Almost done. This next one, this was not on my wish list, and this is not something I typically go for, but I don't know. I don't know what came up for me. And it's the Dior, the Forever Liquid Lip in the shade Forever Nude number 100. So I think this is the newest Dior lipstick that came out, and supposedly it will not transfer, it will not move, is what they claim. But I mainly got it for the color because look at this. Look at this color, you guys. And it's funny, when I was in Sephora and I swatched this, I had tons of swatches all over my hands, and I went and tried to clean my hand off, and this was the one that would not come off. So I'm feeling like they're probably telling the truth with the fact that this does not budge. Such a pretty color. I don't know, something different for me. This is not a typical Blair purchase, but I don't know. I really wanted to try it, and this color looks right up my alley. And then lastly is this. This was also not on my wish list. I saw it, I swatched it, and you know, the Pat McGrath blush. So I think I definitely missed the boat on this one. I feel like these were very, very popular when they came out, and I had not tried much from Pat McGrath at that point, but I'm definitely starting to catch the Pat McGrath bug. So this is the Nude Venus shade, and the reason I got this shade was because I have fallen in love with that lipstick from Pat McGrath in Nude Venus. I've worn it in the past few videos, and people have been asking me what I have on my lips, and it's that lipstick. Let me actually get it. So where is it? Actually, I might have put it in my purse. I think I put it in my purse actually, but it's the one in the pink packaging. So here's Nude Venus, and when you see the color, you won't be surprised. It looks just like the kind of color that I love. This is a very velvety feeling formula. It feels very lightweight, like you almost don't even feel it when you put it on. It's very, very silky. It's kind of matte looking, but then it's not when you look at it. It has a little bit of sheen to it. I feel like this is going to be a really good neutral blush to just pair with anything. Sometimes, you know, you don't want pink, you don't want coral, you want like a true nude kind of blush. I feel like this is going to be that. Oh, one more thing I forgot. The Rin Overnight Recovery Balm I mentioned in the wish list video. I've tried this before. I got a sample of it and I used it up really fast. I loved it. My skin loved it, so I ended up getting the full size. It's just a really thick balm, like the name says, and you basically just slather it on your skin, leave it overnight, and it's really calming and doesn't have much scent to it at all, but it looks like this. You just kind of slather it on, and if you have sensitive skin, if you have dry skin, if you just have irritation of any kind, I've used this. I've used the sample and I loved it. All right, you guys, so that is everything, and I hope you enjoyed this haul. I will be testing all this stuff out probably in the next video that you see, and thank you so much for watching. I'm not going to promise that I won't buy anything else from the sale because there's still like a week left, and I know myself, and when I see other things, it would not surprise me if there's a part 2 to this video, but we will see. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to thumbs up the video if you liked it. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe, and make sure to follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1, and I will see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.
Sunday morning, waking up with you. We got no plans, we got nothing.